How able is your God? Is he able to really heal your body? Is he able to really heal your marriage, your wayward child? Is he really able to intervene and help your friends come to know Christ? Is he really able to bless your career, to bring you encouragement, to speak into your life by his Spirit? This is about God as the one who is able. Elohim Yakol. Elohim Yakol. Actually, more technically in the passage I want to bring your attention to is Elah Yakol. And Yakol is actually an Aramaic term, a word that modifies, that gives us a quality of God, that names him. And it's a beautiful section in the book of Daniel. It's actually all in Aramaic. The book of Daniel switches from Hebrew to Aramaic in chapter 2, verse 4, and runs all the way through chapter 7. And in the scene I want to bring your attention to in chapter 3, the Babylonians have captured the Israelites. This is after the crushing, basically, and the discipline of the southern kingdom of Judah, and they're taken into captivity in Babylon. And there's these three guys named Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and they get in trouble because they're not willing to fall down and worship the Babylonian gods, and they're staying true to Elohim Yakol, or in this passage, Elah Yakol, the God who is able. And so they say this. Now they're going to get killed if they don't obey Nebuchadnezzar, basically, and the Babylonians, and fall down and worship their gods. And so they say this. They say this in verse 17 of chapter 3. They say, "If it be so, our God, whom we serve, is able," there it is, Yakol, is able to deliver us from the furnace of the blazing fire. Because they're going to be thrown into this big hot fire. And they get thrown into it. So they say, "If it be so, our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the furnace of the blazing fire, and he will deliver us out of your hand, O king." Now they're saying this to Nebuchadnezzar, one of the greatest kings of the ancient world. How much faith is that? And then I love verse 18. They say, "But even if he does not, let it be known to you, O king, that we are not going to serve your gods or worship the golden image that you have set up." How cool is that? And I love that these two verses put in tension, the tension that you and I live in. We pray in faith, believing that God is able and that he is willing. Like this is Christmas time, that God is able. He is the great God who spun the worlds into existence. And he's the same God who created you and me, and he's the same God who has a dream for our lives. And he is able to bring his will to pass. And we pray in faith, believing that he's not only able, but that he's willing. And that's how we pray. That's how we believe. That's how we walk. We pray with great faith. That's the God we serve. Now, in the mystery of his will and the amazing and, multitude of complexities and intricacies of how his will is woven into the fabric of this broken world and universe, things don't always work out the way we want them to. So that's why I love verse 18 that says, "But even if he does not, we're not going to follow these other gods." That needs to be our posture. But this side of how it all works out, we have to pray with faith, believing. That is the God we serve. And he loves us more than we could possibly imagine. And he loves you. And he is, believe me, very, very involved in the drama that is your life, trying to bring you meaning and purpose and bring his love into you. And most of all, to use you, to share the light of Christmas with your friends, with your loved ones, with those in your missional community. Don't forget that. Oh, it gives such great meaning to our suffering and our struggle. But remember, Elohim, Yakol, our God, is able.